Can you please just type in, say yes, yes. Okay, great. Hello everyone, my name is Anurag Som. I manage pre-sales in Dell SonicWall. Thank you for joining in. I'll be starting the webinar in short while. So before I start, just wanted to have a quick quick question from you guys. Can you please tell me what kind of firewall or UTM device you or your company is using at this point of time? Can you please just type in the chat screen? Just wait for 30 seconds or so. Okay, I guess your company is not using any firewall. It looks like. I'll just start the presentation then. So today we are going to talk about next generation firewall deep in the WebEx session, deeper network security and application control with Dell SonicWall product line. So okay. So big forces in the IT landscape are dramatically impacting our customer, and they are also shaping how we think about your solution. So basically what is happening now nowadays or in the internet world is people have moved from, in terms of technology, they have moved from network stateful packet inspection to deep packet inspection, then came UTM, and then come, the technology has evolved from stateful packet inspection to the, UTM and the next new technology. So in this, traditional firewall have always focused on offering port-specific protection or stateful firewalling basically, and current days threats are web-based and often are malicious applications that pass through traditional ports because they don't they use dynamic port, and this is what we are going to talk about in this next couple of slides. So we'll be covering the protect aspect of Dell SonicWall. We have transform, connect, inform for vertical here. So we'll be talking about protect aspect here in this presentation. So I'm just going to cover, how you can overcome the limitation of traditional stateful firewall with the comprehensive deeper security of Dell SonicWall next generation firewall, and why it is essential for your network protection and increase productivity to have application intelligence and control, which is one of the key feature of our Dell SonicWall next generation firewall product line. So this is what we are going to we'll be talking about in next couple of slides. Okay, so online threat continue to grow and target everywhere. As I mentioned in the starting of my presentation, we were in the 10 or 15 years back, we used to have stateful packet inspection when the technology just evolved, or started. So the kind of attack used to happen in those days were specifically meant to be happening on state network layer of OSI, the OSI layer. So attack used to happen on network layer, which is like kind of DOS attack or ping of death or SYN attack. Those were the attacks, kind of attacks used to happen on network layer attack, and we used to have stateful packet inspection or normal firewall. So they were kind of enough to handle those kind of threats or the attack which used to happen in those days. But as the technology evolved and new kind of application, new kind of different ways of accessing application or connecting to the different organization or different companies has come into the network, and then threat also have evolved. Attacker also adopted a new kind of or new ways to or various ways to attack the organization or the companies. They also moved up or away from stateful packet inspection layer thing where they used to get blocked by the firewall. They also moved up from the network layer and they moved into application layer, wherein they don't just have to depend on the hardware or the specific application. They moved the moment they moved from network layer into application layer. They can easily connect to any legitimate application and inject the malware or any Trojan to the legitimate port, like port 80, which is open for the web server. They can easily inject the malware or the Trojan on port 80. So, and then moved, different. Then came B2B application where organization had to, for the business purpose, they have to, open up a web server or portal so that user can log into their web portal to view about the company, or they want to do transaction, online transaction, they have to get into their web server. So that's where newer kind of attack has come into the picture. So these are the couple of online threats which I have mentioned here. So Target is one of the company which is into holidays, kind of make my trip type company in US got attacked by the hacker or compromised by the hackers community, and a lot of classified information of the customers got compromised in this attack. So a couple of attacks I have mentioned. The recent attack which happened in the month of September, wherein the data of frequent flyer from Japan Airlines web server got compromised and leaked by the hackers community. So these are the kind of attack which are there in the network nowadays. So when we talk about stateful packet inspection or the traditional firewall, it is very difficult for them to handle the kind of attacks, new kind of attack which is happening on the internet. So in order to block or prevent the network against those kind of attack, we have to have some technology which can understand what is happening at the application layer, unlike the traditional firewall. A small example I would like to give you here, Skype. All of us know Skype is a VoIP software. They uses a dynamic port. I mean, you suppose today it is working on port 4444 today. So it is not mandatory that it will work on the same port tomorrow. They will change the port. Suppose you block 444. Today you might be able to block the Skype port. Skype will not work in your network today, but next day they will change the port, and they jump the port and the Skype will start working. So there's no way you can block the application based on the port blocking or protocol blocking. So that's the limitation of the legacy firewall or the transitional firewall. So kind of attack which are there is not able to, they will not be able to understand the attack or the threats available in the network. So this is what I have just mentioned. Threats have evolved, traditional firewall and IPS have not. So basically what happens, protection centered. Most of the traditional firewall, they centered around ports and protocols. So if you want to block any application for your network or the users sitting inside your network, you have to block the port, specify the port on the firewall. So the traditional firewall basically work on port or protocol basis. Expensive, very expensive to deploy and manage. So that is again one of the aspect of traditional firewall. They are very, very expensive. You have to buy a different module in order to protect. Suppose you want to protect along with network layer, you want to protect any other layer, which is application layer. You have to buy a separate module in those firewall. Unable to identify traffic by user. So traditional firewall have got the limitation to identify the traffic based on the users. They will not be able to identify who's coming in and passing through the firewall. So that's the limitation of the traditional firewall or legacy firewall. Blind to SSL encrypted attacks. So nowadays, as I said, technology has evolved. So as per the Gartner report, in the internet, almost 35% of traffic has moved from HTTP to HTTPS. Take an example of Gmail or Facebook.com. They used to work on port 80, which was HTTP protocol, but I think 6 months or 1 year back, Gmail has moved, and 6 months back, Facebook also have moved from HTTP to HTTPS. So and they are a legitimate website, a portal. So any attack which is happening through this SSL traffic, again a traditional firewall, because of the limitation or because of the technology limitation, they'll not be able to understand what is coming inside or what kind of payload SSL traffic is containing, the packet which is coming on SSL traffic. They'll not be able to understand. So if your perimeter security device is not able to understand the SSL traffic, which means you are protected 60% you are protected and 40% you are not protected. It's just like a permutation combination. I'm just to give an example, I'm just sharing it to you. Like 40% you are vulnerable for all kind of SSL based attack. And force security to performance. So basically, traditional firewall, in order to deliver the performance means users complaints. Most of the time they complain because of some or the other problem issues. They complain they're not able to get the proper speed, internet speed. So administrator or firewall vendors recommend to disable couple of security services which are enabled on their device. So the moment you disable antivirus or IPS, you will obviously going to get the best performance because you have disabled the services, security services. Only network layer scanning is working on your firewall. So most of the other vendors, they compromise on the security just to deliver, so that they can deliver the performance or the speed on their firewall. So that is what is happening in the traditional firewall, the legacy firewall. So we have different, multiple line of products with us. So we have email security, we have SSL VPN, we have WAN acceleration solution, we have email security on VM. So here we are going to talk about network security. In this WebEx session, we are going to talk about network security product line. So I am going to talk about or basically I'll be showing how to gain the true network protection with deeper network security with Dell's SonicWall product line, and how you can effectively manage network bandwidth using application intelligence and control, and how we can define granular application control. Example, allow Facebook but block Facebook chat. Users will be able to browse Facebook but will not be able to run any audio file, streaming link or video link on the Facebook page. So that is where, or that is the most of the time companies concern or organization concerned about this only, because Facebook or this kind of websites become business. Nowadays it is very normal for the organization to give access of Facebook or LinkedIn or any social networking portal to their users. but at the same time they have to be sure that the network is not clogged entirely by the Facebook application. So they have to be sure they are using it the way they have defined. So IT policy says user should be able to browse facebook.com, but chatting is not allowed, because chatting is probably they would not want the user to chat to clock the bandwidth. So we'll be talking here about the network security aspect here. Okay, so the deep packet inspection in next generation firewall technology. So Dell SonicWall has got recently launched, 1 year back we have launched next generation firewall product line, which is generation 6 product line. So this is, if you compare with the UTM, we have enhanced, or on top of the legacy features of traditional firewall, we have added UTM feature, and then on top of UTM features, we have added a couple of more features, through which we are calling it next generation firewall. So I'm just going to show the difference or the features what we have added in next generation firewall technology. So that is, in short, we call it deep packet inspection. So the upper layer or the basic technology of any firewall or any UTM or NGFW is stateful packet inspection. Underneath that, what all we have? So we have added intrusion prevention, the frontline network defense against application-based attack. So any example, you have got machines, desktops, servers in your network. You have got operating system Windows or Linux installed on those machines, but they are not properly patched. In that case, I as a hacker sitting on the WAN, I can easily get into a network by using the vulnerability inside the network.
Say again.
So that's where the intrusion prevention security service come into the picture. So by deploying NGFW and enabling intrusion prevention services, even if your machines are not patched or servers are not patched, operating systems are not patched, I will not be able to get into a network, meaning SonicWall will discard any connection which is hitting or you trying to get into the network using that vulnerability. So because of this signature, what SonicWall IPS feature will have, so you can you can be sure that you will not be attacked by the hacker even if your machines or operating systems are not patched. So you have a window, you'll get a proper window, enough time to patch all the operating system or any application which is vulnerable eventually. So that's one of the feature in Dell SonicWall next generation firewall. We have been rated by NSS Lab, just for the information, we have been rated by the NSS Lab as a recommended category for the last 3 years, consecutive 3 years, we have been in recommended category. So application identification and visualization. So any perimeter security, any traffic which they will not control, of course, obviously they'll not be able to control if they'll not be able to identify. Example, I have mentioned SSL. So if they're not able to understand, they'll not be able to control what is coming inside the SSL protocol. So we have the features being added in next generation firewall, wherein we can identify the application and we can classify the application and control the applications. So irrespective of port or protocol, we can identify the application and do the appropriate action based on identification, whatever you have defined in the firewall. So that I'm going to cover up, or I'll show you in next couple of slides. So the other feature is user identification through single sign-on. So SonicWall can be integrated with the Active Directory, and you can have the single sign-on. The moment a user logins in Windows, like with the domain password, he'll be able to he'll be automatically get authenticated in SonicWall also. So he doesn't have to, again, he or she doesn't have to again log into the web browser to browse the internet further. So that is again a integration feature which is there in Next Generation Firewall. You can integrate with the Active Directory or app or Radius servers. So that kind of integration. So advantage of having this feature is you can, all the users will get authenticated by the Active Directory through SonicWall, and you can control the users irrespective of IP, whatever IP they are using. We don't care. We will have a user list in the SonicWall, and we can write a policy based on the users. That's the advantage of having this single sign-on integration. So application control, as I said, allow Facebook block chatting, allow Facebook web page and block streaming link, which is going through the Facebook page only. So firewall will not identify that it is coming from as a different application. It will go through the facebook.com page only. So we will typically firewall assume that is coming, the traffic is initiating from Facebook for facebook.com directly. I mean, even if it is being initiated by the streaming link or the gaming or the chat application. So we can identify those traffic in our next generation firewall appliances. So SSL decryption. So we have a feature in next generation firewall wherein we can intercept the SSL traffic on Dell's SonicWall, even if it is getting initiated from the LAN, inside the LAN, or getting initiated from the WAN side. So we have client side DPI SSL decryption feed module. We have server side DPI SSL encryption decryption module. So we can understand even if it is the traffic is SSL. So we can intercept the traffic, generate a new certificate, store the actual certificate on the Dell SonicWall, and create a new certificate and deliver it to the end user. So in this process, we can scan the traffic for content filtering. For 5 different modules, we can scan the traffic. For content filtering, we can scan the traffic. For application control, we can scan the traffic. Antivirus, anti-spyware, and IPS. These are the 5 modules on which we can identify the traffic or payload coming on the SSL protocol. So even if the advantage of having this DPI SSL decryption is, even if attacker or anything malicious content is passing through the SSL protocol, we'll be able to intercept, identify, and discard it if any malicious content is coming along with the packet in SSL traffic. So we can identify and discard. I mean, we can take appropriate action, whatever has been defined by or set by the IT policy or company. Threat prevention. So we have APT, Advanced Persistent Threat. APT is basically nowadays a new kind of attack where it's kind of organized attack where companies or hackers are being funded by the organization to attack on specific company or specific country. So we have got the protection for those kind of APTs as well in next generation firewall also. So all these features which are being added in next generation firewall are there in next generation our Dell SonicWall product line, which we call it next generation firewall technology, which are being added recently. So this was the first part what I am going to explain you in Dell SonicWall product line, what I have mentioned in my previous slide. So this is application visibility and control. So see, this is the this kind of analogy what we are trying to show you. It's inside the packet is coming and hitting the SonicWall. I mean, packet initiating, being generated, traffic being generated inside your LAN and hitting the Dell SonicWall and trying to go outside. So it's like inside your network, it's full chaos, packet chaos. All kind of packets are being generated. Couple of packets are productive or legitimate, and others are unproductive or being generated by the virus or the worms or the malware to block the or clog the network. So what we do, the moment packet hit SonicWall, we identify each and every packet. We have, based on the signature, we have signature in our database. We can identify all the packet, all kind of packets which are hitting the device. So this is what is happening now. You can see all kind of packets hitting SonicWall. So the process will start, and this is what we will do. After identifying, we'll identify and classify the packet. So in this slide, you can see, we have classified the packet. It's like sugar and pepper, sauce, different traffic, different packets are being put into different category. What in SonicWall you have to create a category. I'll show you what kind of category, or an example kind of category what you can create. So this is how we classify the packets in our box. After identification, we will classify the packet. And then what happens? The third action is policy enforcement. So what will happen in third process? We can, after identifying the packet, we can classify the packet, and then controlling is very important. What we do in our box. So here, what we are doing, we are prioritizing the packet which are very important or legitimate for the network. So in this, we have couple of category. You can see prioritize couple of categories. You could see block, or couple of categories has got throttle label onto it, or some categories have got restrict label onto it, which means packets which are very important for the organization will get high priority bandwidth, will always run on high priority bandwidth, and will get a proper bandwidth. Packets which are not very important will get bandwidth throttling, which means 2% or 5%, 10% of the total bandwidth they will get automatically. Those applications will get that 10% or 20% of amount of bandwidth assigned to it, and they will use that bandwidth. So the category which are not allowed to go out, the packet which are not allowed to go out will automatically fall into the block category. So in this category you can see packets for P2P, live wire, like peer-to-peer connection will not be able to go out because they consume a lot of bandwidth, which are again unproductive packets or traffic for any organization. So those packets will not move out. So this is the policy enforcement. Based on the policy, we take action. So this is the page of SonicWall user interface. We will be able to show you on the first dashboard only. We'll be able to show you the traffic visualization. That is real-time traffic. You can log into SonicWall box and you can view what kind of traffic being passed through the SonicWall appliance. Here I'm not very sure if this slide, the content is visible. It shows Facebook, Gmail, SAFE protocol, all kind of protocol which is being passed through the firewall. You can view everything there on this page. That too in real-time manner. So no other computation firewall has got this traffic breakdown feature as of now. You just need to go to the dashboard, and that dashboard has got a couple of Airflow pages where you can log in and view different modes. So this is real-time traffic breakdown based on the application being passed through the firewall. So this is the second page in the dashboard. Here you can see application traffic drill down. So you just need to, you can see the application being passed through the SonicWall and amount of bandwidth they are consuming. So, if you just hover the mouse on the bar, which you can see, it'll show you the application, and you can see parallelly, some couple of application at 1.5 Mbps, couple of application at 2 Mbps. Like that, you can see the application bandwidth usage of the application. So that's the traffic type application, basically based on traffic type. So in this matrix, you can see again their traffic, but in a matrix format. So here you can see BitTorrent, general UDP, YouTube, HTTP, DNS, Microsoft, the different applications are being passed through these Dell SonicWall appliances, and the amount of packets, session, and bytes. So you can see the bandwidth being consumed by those applications also in this page. So here you can identify that somebody is browsing P2P application. It's just I have clicked on I have marked one of the protocol, BitTorrent protocol, which is being used by the user in sitting inside the lab. Okay, this page is again a traffic visualization, which is like based on the bandwidth breakdown. You can view in this, you can see the traffic, again a protocol, amount of bandwidth they are consuming. So BitTorrent is consuming 0.86%, NetFlow is consuming some 3.155%. So that way you can have the bandwidth breakdown also in the real time. I mean, this page, AppFlow Monitor. Okay, this AppFlow Monitor page, this page will show you the user traffic consumption. I'm assuming that you have configured the local user in the SonicWall appliance, or you have integrated this appliance with the Active Directory, so that the user will get authenticated on the SonicWall. So whoever will get authenticated with SonicWall will get logged here, and in this page you will be able to see who all users are connected on the internet and how many sessions they have opened up, packets being browsed or accessed by those users. So you can have that traffic consumption based on the users here in this page. Okay, so now comes the application control part, what I have mentioned or what I have intended to cover up in this webinar session. So in this, I need to spotlight. So this is the application BitTorrent. I can see here somebody is browsing BitTorrent here in this page, application page. This is the page. Application monitor is the page in the dashboard. I have to click on that. I have to click on application. Then you can see which all applications are being browsed by the user. So I see BitTorrent is the application which my IT policy says should not be browsed by the user. So somebody is running BitTorrent, and BitTorrent by nature consumes or eat entire bandwidth of the network. So by nature they have got this advantage. So you have to click on that BitTorrent, in front of that checkbox. Okay. Then you can go to create rule. This is the tab where you have to click. After clicking on BitTorrent application, this checkbox, you can click on create rule. So what I'm going to do here is I can see the real-time traffic in my box, and by just clicking on dashboard, I can see which all traffic is being browsed by the user. And I suppose I want to block the BitTorrent application, so I have to click on that checkbox in front of BitTorrent application. I have to click on create rule. There's a tab on top of the page. Then this small pop-up, small pop-up will come up on your screen, wherein you have got the option of block or bandwidth manage. So P2P, let's assume we don't want user to block P2P traffic. So I just need to click on block here and create rule. This is the tab on which I have to click. See the number 4 you can see, right? So I just need to click on that create rule, and it will create automatically it will create a rule in application control policy. So that's all you have to do. You have to just select the application, maximum 2 or 3 clicks you have to click, and your rule will be created in the application control policy. So automatically BitTorrent will get blocked in this scenario. Now this is the second example. First example was to block the application in real-time manner. So this example is again on Facebook page. We want to throttle the bandwidth. This is the one of the unique feature of Dell SonicWall, bandwidth throttling in real-time manner. So now in this scenario, we don't want user who's browsing Facebook should eat up all the bandwidth, whatever bandwidth we have in the network. So what I want here is people browsing Facebook should get certain amount of bandwidth. So I have not created anything in advance. I am creating a real time. I'm creating a rule real time. So I just need to click on the Facebook. In front of Facebook, I just check the checkbox. I clicked on application. So this is the second button. I have to click on create rule, and then again same window, a small pop-up will come up on your screen. So this time we will click on bandwidth manage instead of block button what we have clicked in P2P peer-to-peer application. This time we just want to reduce the bandwidth for Facebook page. So we will just click on bandwidth manage and select on bandwidth global, which is low category. We have high, medium, and low category. So low will have 20%. You can set your own amount of bandwidth in this category: high, medium, low. So by default, high 70, 20, 10 takes. Again, what you have to do is create rule. I have to click on fourth button, which is create rule. This will create a rule which says Facebook will have low bandwidth. So we have throttled the bandwidth for the Facebook traffic. So this will create automatically. This will create a rule in my application control policy, which says any traffic which is hitting on Facebook.com will get the low amount of bandwidth. Low means 20% of the total bandwidth, which I have assigned in firewall. I guess I got a question. Okay, so now we are at user access. How to manage in application control page only. We can access the users. So now till now we have wrote a policy based on the application. Now we are writing a policy based on the users. So you have to click on the user. You can go to Airflow Monitor. You have to click on user tab and just click on the user, whichever user you want to control. Just click in front of that checkbox. Click on the create rule again, the way we did in the previous example. Click on the create rule tab, and again a small pop-up will come, but this time this will give you the additional button along with block or bandwidth manage, which says from which zone to which zone. So in this, from LAN zone to WAN zone, the policy would be like the user going from LAN to WAN will have minimum bandwidth. It will be in minimum category. So this is we have selected the bandwidth as medium, and I just need to click on the create rule. This will create. This will set a low bandwidth or medium bandwidth for the specific users. This is how you can do bandwidth throttling or application control from in again a real-time manner. So this is all about granular application control. So just to summarize, application control in three easy steps. Create user-specific application list match object. Okay, this is the second point what I mentioned. Application control. Create user-specific or application list match object. Match object represent the condition applied to match network traffic. Select an object, action object. Action object define how the application control policy reacts to specific events. And third step is to create application policy. So first you have to create an object, then action object, what action you want to take with that object, and third is application policy. I mean, these are the three steps. You have to carry out all the three steps. I mean, even if suppose you have created a match object and you want to control the application, it will not happen. So you have to create a match. First you have to create an object, then you have to define the action, and you have to set an action, and then application policy. These are the three steps what you have to follow in order to define any application control policy in the Dell SonicWall appliance. So in this example, what we are going to do is allow Facebook and block chat or block streaming links. So for that, in order to create this rule, you have to go to firewall tab here, go to match object, then you will get on the right hand side, you will get add application list object page. So you have to create an object here. So this small window will come up on your screen. You just need to, second step, you have to define a name for that object. What I have in this example, what I have mentioned is match Facebook app. That's the name, customized name. Otherwise, if you don't give this name, it will automatically take system generated name. Third step, you can search for Facebook. You can look for Facebook. It will automatically start searching and will show you the Facebook apps. And Facebook apps means it will have all all other application other than normal first home page. Facebook app will have all kind of application. Example, chatting, gaming, streaming link, video link, everything would fall into Facebook application. So what we are we are doing here in this policy, we are allowing Facebook.com, but we are blocking everything. Every other application would be blocked in this example. So first step is to create a list object, assign the name, look for the Facebook application, and just click on the save button, save application. Here you will get in this list here you will get this match Facebook apps what we have defined here. So application is social networking Facebook. This will create an object. So this is first step. Second step is to create an application rule. Of course, action would be defined. So in SonicWall, action and application rule both the steps what I have shown you in my previous slide will come into this same page only. So in second step, policy name I have defined block Facebook apps. Third button you could see match Facebook apps. The object what we have created in previous page, it will automatically come here, or you can pull down the menu and select it. And the select the action object. So here is the action object. Just underneath the third point, what you can see on the screen, reset or drop. It is, got hide actually. So you can select the action, bypass, reset, deny, whatever action you want to select. You can select, click, pull down the menu and select, and click on OK. So it will create a policy. Automatically it will create a policy. So this is the policy. Block Facebook apps, app control policy type. Object is match Facebook apps. So action is reset drop. So only Facebook page will appear on the user machine, and rest of the application will be blocked. This is what this rule is saying. So application control, what does Dell SonicWall application intelligence and control do? So allocate bandwidth for mission critical application. You have SAP, you have SFDC, ERP. These are the mission critical application. You can allocate higher priority bandwidth. You can put everything in this kind of high priority application in one category and set high priority bandwidth for those kind of application. Block unproductive components. Example, P2P website, Skype, YouTube, you can block. Visualization of real-time traffic with instant feedback on traffic. That's what my dashboard says. You can view everything in real-time manner. So control categories of application, individual application, and specific feature within application. So this is the example what I have just showed you. You can categorize the application. Example, Facebook. You can go further deeper into it. Write a policy. You want to allow Facebook, but you want to block Facebook chat. You want to give access of Gmail web page where they can check their mail, but they will not be able to. User will not be able to chat on gmail.com. So that is kind of granular control Dell SonicWall gives you. Manage bandwidth and application control for user groups. So you can manage the bandwidth that too in real-time manner, which other firewall as of now are not giving you these features as of now. So which we call it bandwidth throttling, again in real-time manner. Bandwidth managed streaming audio and video. This again, bandwidth can be managed for audio and video protocol also. So this is the website wherein you guys can log in, livedemo.sonicwall.com, and this page has got all the model of Dell SonicWall next generation firewall product line. You can log into any device and view the actual interface of user interface of Dell SonicWall product line. We have our SSL VPN, we have next generation firewall, we have email security, we have analyzer reporting software also on this portal. So it's free login. You can log into this link, log into any of the box appliance, and you can play around. You can look at around the kind of policy or the features what we offer. Okay, so this is the product line of Dell SonicWall next generation firewall. We have SMB campus or branch category wherein we have TZ series, we have NSA series, we have NSA E-class series wherein 6600 and 5600, which caters up to 1500 to 2000, 2500 users type box. Then we have data center appliance also, which we call it Supermassive. So Supermassive has got 9600. These are the models what we have written here. The numbers actually are the different model. Supermassive has 9600, 9400, 9200. These are the model. Then the highest model is Supermassive 10400 and 10800. So these are the product line what we have in next generation firewall technology. So along with this, whatever I have mentioned, couple of points I would like to highlight here before we wrap up and get into question answer session. Dell SonicWall, a couple of USP of Dell SonicWall I would like to mention here. So we use KVM Octane processor in our appliances. Right from TZ series to Supermassive, we have KVM Octane processor. KVM is a processor company name who make processor specifically for security product line. So we are the pioneer, we are the leader who started using KVM Octane. Couple of, one or two vendors followed us and they started putting KVM Octane. Like Pentium, we consider the best processor for desktop or laptop or servers. Similarly, KVM is specifically meant for security product lines. So we have second, the USP of SonicWall is we have got multi-core architecture in our firewall. So small box has got two core, and the supermassive has got 96 cores, which means every security feature, security process get dedicated core for processing the security services. So from 2 to 96 cores, you can imagine the kind of investment we have done in our appliances. Then third point which I want to highlight here is, after even if you enable all the security services, our throughput is not going to go down, unlike other vendors. Whatever device you must be using, you must be aware. If you're not aware, you can go and check. If you enable all the services, the throughput of the appliance going to go down drastically. In our case, we don't degrade the performance. Yes, there would be the difference, but not the drastic what a user can feel. So because of the technology what we are using, we use multi-core, we are using KVM Octane processor. So we don't degrade the performance, and we are the only one who are publishing UTM throughput in our data sheet. I have not seen any other vendor who are publishing UTM throughput. So that's the third point. Fourth, very important, all other vendors use the technology wherein they have to put the capping for antivirus scanning for any files which is coming inside your network. 35, 40 MB or 35 MB or 20 MB is the maximum file size what they can set in their appliances, which means file which is coming inside your network and you have set the file size 30 MB. So if I push a file of 40 MB, that firewall will not be able to understand what action should be taken on that file or traffic. They will simply bypass the traffic inside your network. And just imagine if the same file is containing virus or Trojan along with it, that will simply get bypassed by the firewall and get into the network. And then that Trojan or worm can easily make a reverse connection with the command center or any hacker who's maintaining that Trojan. So I can send a file of 40 MB inside your network and make a reverse connection and steal all kind of classified information or make havoc in your network. So Dell SonicWall use reasonably-free deep packet inspection technology, which is patented to Dell SonicWall, wherein we don't reassemble the packet. So the advantage of using this technology is we don't, because of this technology, we don't have to reassemble the packet on the firewall, unlike other appliances. So they reassemble the packet on the firewall, then they run the scanning, and then they deliver the packet inside the network. We don't reassemble the packet on our appliance. We simply scan it on the real-time manner and then keep delivering the packet inside your network. So that is why we, even if file is coming inside my network of 100 MB, we will be able to scan that file. Irrespective of file size, we'll be able to scan a number of size which is coming, a file which is coming inside the network. So that's the USP of, these are the couple of USP which I have mentioned, and for your information. So you can read further on this topic. You can write us back. We will be happy to share further information on our product line, and wish to have a one-to-one meeting if at all it is required. So I am almost at the end of my presentation. If you have any question, please feel free to ask. We have almost overshot the time, so we have very less amount of time with us. Please ask if you have any question. So we'll keep the window on for I guess 2 minutes, then we can close the window. So if you have any question, please feel free to ask. Okay, so thank you everyone for joining in, and thank you so much. We'll be closing this in 30 seconds now.